Vei's new model reveal yesterday. I caught the VOD yesterday. Oh, it's so good. But I also wonder if he highlights one of the tweets that I saw. So I guess I'll talk about that, because I'm so, I'm gonna record because I was seeing. Let me see if I go to Veibae's stream. Did you guys catch Veibae's broadcast the other day? Although I don't know. I guess she's on Twitch, so she's certainly very flexible. Let me see if I can go to the reveal. So she has, oh, my screen is cut off. Hold on. Let me adjust. Oh, it's because I made this window for for YouTube dimensions. There we go. So now I get to highlight this. But so Veibae came out with a new model yesterday. Same artist, Neon Beat, who I made a TikTok video and found out that he spent at least on stream, he spent a total of 144 hours minimum just broadcasting, working on this model, on all of the artwork. It's an insane. And then after I made that TikTok video, he went back to it because he had to do the artwork for, she's got like, let me see if I can find the peepo. So like she's got this peepo that she's holding. So he started this after the 144 hour mark. And then he also did artwork of like all the poses of her hands. It was crazy. Like absolutely insane amount of hours. Like I just can't fathom working on a single piece of artwork for so long, but it's so good. It's so good. I can't tell if this is it's so hard for me to say what my favorite rig is, but when she was talking about some of the artistic decisions she made and she like wanted to push for, I was like, yes, you agree with me. Like her eyes, like all right, this is so sussy, but there's such a subtle bounce. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then these, hold on. This, hold on. Gimme. Oh, it's just, there's something about like the fact that I think because the inclination is there's so many models where they're I know I said the other day that I think it's fantastic if booba are like hugely bouncy and just like constantly they have a mind of their own, but there's also, I don't know, now maybe I'm a hypocrite because I see this is like they feel like they've got weight to them. They're like legitimately like weighted. I've not seen, I don't know how they did that. It's just such a subtle, it's just such a perfect amount. I was checking to see if I had it on slow-mo. It's so good. And then the grand reveal of it all, I mean, I think the other detail that I loved about her model is how I guess I should record. I missed all that. Oh well. Oh, Veibae's model is so good. But she talks here about how when she zooms in on her eyes, when she opens her eyes, they dilate, the pupils dilate slightly. Like there's not a lot of bounce that goes on with her eyes. I've seen that as sort of like a trend of live 2D artwork to have like a lot of bouncy stuff going on in the eyes, and I think I much prefer when there's very little. Like this, I think this is super pretty how like she widens her eyes and they dilate a little. She described it as like a cat. I think that's spot on. I think that's the goal. Oh, it's so good. It's just such an immaculate piece of work, and the entire time I was like, man, I can't pinpoint who the live 2D artist is. It's just sort of like I think it's sort of a fun concept about how live 2D, oh man, they're so good. They're so good. just mesmerized. I'm mesmerized, but yeah, this whole time I was like, man, I can't figure out. I have no idea who made the artwork, who did the live 2D, because I was able to tell that it wasn't Keffy. The way that Keffy does, who is her past live 2D artist, the way that Keffy does like someone like leaning off to the side, like he does a really good job of making them seem like they've got round heads. He's very good at like movement without relying on like okay. But anyway, I could tell it wasn't Keffy. I was wondering who could it be? And then there was this reveal. Oh, there's like more to like other models. There's this insane. Let's see if we get to the part where there's this insane feature of her model where she can move, she can unzip. Although not all the way, but when it does unzip, yet again there's a weight. Oh, it's such a beautiful detail. But Veibae said that she's probably just gonna constantly mess with the zipper. 1000%. That'd just be all I do. All I do would just. I'm sorry. Just constantly. God, it's so good. Anyway, the grand reveal for the live 2D artist, it was the art gun, which really blew me away because art gun has mainly done. I mean, they took a hiatus for several months, and but they are known for making. I would say they're the ones I would credit as popularizing 3D models with blend shapes, which is the technique of adding like cheek, just like articulated cheek movement to 3D models. You can only do it if you have an iPhone, because iPhone, it's actually kind of messed up when you think about it, because like iPhone's having Face ID. Like what are iPhones gonna use? They just want to track your face to be able to unlock your phone, but it ends up being like this super sophisticated tracking system to the point that it like measures like the different, I don't know. It's just like the build purpose of it being, it's just used to scan your face and unlock your phone when it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, it's a bit of an overkill for the app if that's what your purpose is. Oh, the tail I forgot about the tail. I don't even know I don't even know. The tail with the flame. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, I think Apple is a bunch of sussy bakas for having Face ID be as goated as it is, but only telling us it's for minimal, just for convenience purposes. But anyway, Art Gun I would say is the originator of popularizing blend shapes, which made 3D models have really articulated face movements. And then she took a hiatus for a few months, and this whole time she's just been learning live 2D and came back with an incredible model and a separate plugin whose idea is I would say this is like adding blend shapes but to live 2D models. Although I guess live 2D models were able to have it, but this is like a program that's like dedicated to better capturing. Even though it's this, I don't know how it works, but it's super crazy. Just crazy that she took a several month hiatus to become the best, like insanely great live 2D rigger. Just a master of both 3D and 2D. I kind of want to look on Twitter to see if there's any. Let me see if I can get. I think it was called VBridger. I want to see if there's any like cool demos of it. There's this trailer. man. If I, man, I don't have an iPhone. I feel like I just have this constant urge, but do I drop $300-$400 on a cracked iPhone just for VTubing purposes? Perhaps. Oh, thank you for the follow, Wild Turkey. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Dude, I wish I could test this out, but I don't have access to an application. I don't have my iPad and an iPhone are too outdated. Oh, but I wanted to see. So there's this reveal trail in terms of like it's the software, but I wonder if there's any like before and afters. Oh, then when they spelled it wrong. VBridger. Wow. So crazy. I wonder, I wish there was like a comparison. It's so articulated. Wait, let me see if, okay, never mind. Ooh, that's funky. Whoa, wait, they can do the full head turn? Okay, I'm actually curious about that because my model, I mean, I'm supposed to be able to turn a bunch, but I am limited in my movement. You get to finally see my side profile if I were to get to that point. I want to see if, let me see, there's one tweet that really stood out to me though. I'm trying to think of who would it be. Who's the live 2D artist that worked on Shy Lily? I'm forgetting her. Oh, Twin Tails. Twin Tails. Who's also incredible. I mean, she made I think her last project was Shy Lily. And then Shy Lily took off. So she's also crazy good. Wait, oh, she's doing Lumi's model. Wait, Lumi's getting a... Wait, has Lumi had a live 2D model? I can't remember. I feel like Lumi has, but I only remember her for her 3D. Where is... Here it is. This tweet. I saw this tweet on my timeline, and I definitely resonated with it. The bar for live 2D keeps rising. It's exciting and amazing to see, but keeping up with higher and higher standards is a challenge. I don't want to burn out trying to keep up with new expectations. Honestly, I'm scared of disappointing everyone. As models get more complex, the time I spend on each one increases. These days, my schedule is so packed that it makes it difficult for me to spend time on personal projects or learning new techniques. I am just a person. Be patient with me. Yeah, Shy Lily. Yeah! The lewd orca. With her chussie. Dude, I'm so hyped. She's just Twin Tails is super. Oh, I'm also excited for Twin Tails is also working on another Iron Mouse form. Actually, I don't think she's streamed it recently, so I don't know if the Iron Mouse form is done or if she's not streaming it, like the process anymore. But I saw her working on the artwork for it. But anyway, so I saw these two tweets and it reminded me of when hand tracking first came out for VTube Studio and how it was a mixed reaction of people being like, what? They really came out of nowhere with a neat feature. But then there was I also saw a number of tweets of people being like, man, I'm really stressed out. I worry that if I'm not able to update my model to be able to support this feature that I'm gonna be like outdated and I'm gonna be like out of the loop on what the hype new trend is. And so I like VBridger. I see that sort of sentiment echoed here, even though VBridger is not like in terms of like just the general sentiment of improvements in like new tooling that's made available. And I think it's just like a fact that it's exciting to see more members of like more people getting skilled with live 2D. I think there still is like a limited there's like a limited pool of talent that people keep reaching into. And I think it'd be exciting for, oh my, why are you trending, Ludwig? I'm so sorry. I don't know. I assume it's trending for me, but I don't know what you're up to. What you're up to, Mr. Beethoven. Anyway, I think with me, I think if there's, I can definitely feel some people feel there's a stress around, oh, well, you know, people, now there's going to be a wave of people with extremely articulated mouth movements. They'll be able to do that thing where they can stick their tongue out and swivel their mouth tied to the side. And for me, it's like a nifty feature, but I think there's too many people who are able to do it now that it'll be like a trend that people miss out on. Like I realized that after the fact with hands, like when hand tracking came out, there was this immediate wave of people being like integrating stuff with it. But nowadays, I feel like I very rarely see anyone actually do stuff with hands tracking. I feel like it was just like a short-lived like burst of inspiration, but there's not really been anyone really doing stuff with hands tracking that's like changed the game or made it like a de facto, like everyone's sort of doing that. Like I guess I've been thinking about making my own hands just like pop up on screen after I bought a hands to try to use. I think that's sort of what this will be. I guess the other thing I'm sort of curious about is what it'll look like when everyone will like have the same sort of super articulate mouth. Because I think there's also something to be said about like simplicity. Like I think of Korone. Let me see if I can find. I guess here she is dressed up as Cactuar. Like her mouth movement is very limited, where she basically can only keep it. It's always smiling. it's either wide smile, small smile, or closed. I think that was also the case with like Kiryu Coco, where her movement was also extremely limited. But there's something super charming about. I find this type of simplicity to be very charming. And like seeing Veibae's model, it's like cool to see how like articulate how you can see like the back teeth when she opens her mouth, and when she's like able to move side to side, you can see like her inner cheek. I think what this will lead to is a greater ease of access to like professional building blocks for like goated mouths and stuff like that. But I hope, for me, I also see this as like it's like a nice to have. If you're interested in pursuing some of this, I don't really see it as like a necessity to be part of VTubing. And I think that's what the worry sort of boils down to, is it's like, do I have to download this thing? Do I have to have like crazy mouth shapes in order to keep up in the VTubing space? And I think it's just a matter of like doing what you can. And I also sort of appreciate like being low key. I think over time I've just like realized, man, I like how I might be biased, but I actually really like how I look, and I am super simple. I mean, my mama did a fantastic job on me. But like my body is also literally a flat piece of paper. It's just my face, and I don't have like the cool thing that like anime eyes do, where like my pupils look like they're concave. Like everything about me is like pretty I feel like I've got the movement where it matters. except this one. That's the shame. Okay, maybe not all the places where it matters, but you know what I mean. I think I'm just more of a simple Andy. So I'm curious. So I guess that's what I'm sort of seeing this happening. So every now and then I'll be like, man, I kind of wish I had an iPhone just so I could be more versatile. But I also kind of appreciate how I am right now, just being I feel more anime. I feel more anime, and Art Gun's rigs to me read as like a interesting cross between like, it's like Pixar animation. Like her updated model, let me see if I can find her recent one. That's like also crazy. Where'd my mouse go? Like I can't believe Art Gun literally just like took a couple months hiatus to become the master. Beer. Oh my gosh, it glows. Crazy. Proper showcase in the works. Whoa! So insane. Where is it? Hold on. This one. This one's. Oh wait, never mind. That's her transformation. Where is it? I just want to see her regular new model. Okay, she's having a lot of fun. It's straight up the way that it moves. This looks like it belongs in a Pixar movie. Like this could be released by Disney. That's what I sort of hypothesize, especially with like these types of techniques of how the tracking is able to like this type of technology for doing facial tracking. Like I can envision it now in the future, in like the near future, of someone doing like a full series, like a full animated series that's just like a bunch of different VTuber models that are all done with this degree of articulation. Like that would be the show. Like you could probably make a better like adult cartoon. You could make a better adult cartoon with just a bunch of regular VTuber models. You wouldn't even have to think about like alternate poses. It's just, this is so crazy. What a master of her craft. Although in a weird way, it's hard for me to pinpoint it, but even like knowing that this face has all of the blend shapes, I still can't really tell that it's like, maybe it's just because Neon Beat's art style is so distinct, but I sort of have difficulty pinpointing that this was Art Gun's work. But it might just be because Art Gun has like a different way of doing eyes, and Neon Beat's eyes are so big. So it's like no matter what, she's just gonna look super anime. Oh, thank you for the follow, Cosmic Surge. Anyway, I want to see what you said, FalseEyeD.
Right now, as once again we check in with VShoujo's Veibae, a degen VTuber who has now re-debuted with a brand new look with loads of other features, including numerous toggles for her outfit and numerous new expressions.
Oh, I missed the hard eyes.
Her model, but also a new friend along the way. As also during the re-debut.
Oh wait, I have to go. I was also thinking like the whole time I saw this friend, the Pepe. The Pepe that reacts based off of chat's emotes. Man, I don't know. Maybe I should just learn Live 2D just for utilitarian purposes. But I could just imagine making something like this that's like separate from the model and just like making a separate Pepe that just can like idle in the corner of a stream, like just like chills right here in my corner, that reacts to emote combos. Like now that I'm thinking about it, man, I don't know. That'd be sort of fun, and I don't think anyone's really done something like that.
Friend along the way. As also during the re-debut, she showed off a different look as both her human and catgirl form. As Vei afterward would say, "Thank you for supporting me today, bros," and showing off this new reference sheet credited to the one and only juicer, Neon Beat. Afterwards would say, "I'm so proud, we just made history. Thank you everyone, and thank you Vei, congratulations." And also adding some transparency here to everyone that's asking Veibae's model art for the two designs, Sky Serpent and OG tracksuit, with all the assets, the gestures, the Pepe, the emotes and variants. Costs a little over $5,000 US with
Oh, that's actually, wait a minute. I didn't realize he revealed the price. Wow, I didn't realize he did. So he put a tweet that says, I'll adjust, there we go. Baby's model art for the two designs, Sky Serpent and OG Tracksuit. Tracksuit is currently in progress. I saw that he's been working on this. Oh no, wait, never mind. He's working on a third outfit for her on his stream already, where it's like her in a bikini and exercise clothing that covers it. So altogether, those two all cost a little over 5K. Which is, honestly, this is well worth it considering knowing how much time he spent. so many 16-hour-long days of just artwork.
Variants costs a little over $5,000 US, with the very expressive model rigging being done by the Art Gun. Teen here saying,
which is probably also, so that means this model was easily $10,000. Easily, probably more. Actually, if I go to Art Gun and check out this, where's the card? Here's the prices. I knew that she had a card. Really? 2D rigging is only $1,000? I don't believe this. I feel like this has to be outdated. Cause yeah, here's the full 3D model with iPhone shapes is $4,000. This is what I remembered this price in my head. This was sort of what I was thinking would be transferred to live 2D rigging. That's great. That's crazy. It's only no shot. It's only $1,000. No shot. Anyway, I was thinking with the combination of the two of them, yeah, $10,000 rig, easy peasy.
I really want to show off Vei's head angles. She really wanted a wide range, but the rotation angle of wide ranges switches the rotation relative to the camera. And of course, it wouldn't be a VShoujo.
Oh, in the lore video. Lore video was done by Mary, and it sort of ties in with Nanners's.
Mary Mother is on hand again, presenting a nearly 15-minute lore video with loads of voice acting and some slight animation, with Mary saying it was such a pleasure to work on Veibae's lore. This lore video was our first attempt at adding animation and contained the most artwork and cameo appearances of any of the lore videos so far. And yes, there was new music included, including a track from Daryl Barnes of Uda Live, as well as work from the Lord Aethelston, who went on to say, making music for VShoujo lore videos has been one of the best experiences of my life.
Aww, that's sweet. I think I saw this tweet, but I forgot that he wrote it like that.
I'm still a noob in music, but I've learned and been inspired so much this past year. Thank you, VShoujo. And going even further, Stacy delivered up 100 emotes for Veibae. Also receiving new overlays and alerts by Sil at T Company. As Emoji Gomi even has these reactions that occur when bits come into the actual Twitch chat. And yes, there is new merchandise on the way at Veibae.store, including this mouse pad and also a plushie, with these goods going
okay, I kind of want to skip ahead. So that was the rest of the Veibae review. Was there any? Oh, here's a whole section about. Oh, he titled it VTuber model power creep. That's a good way to describe it. VTuber model power creep. Then there's subathon. Yeah, I think I mainly just want to hear the stuff about the power creep. I want to see if there's other people beyond Twin Tails, because that was the only one that I saw.
Also involved with all of this is Vyugin's Diariku, seen here showing this artwork along with this piece, as these artworks are used as bumpers for Vei now. And maybe it's just all getting to be a little bit much, as Riku would tweet out, "Ah yes, the awaited and expected rigging crisis has hit me at last," adding, "I know myself and the fact that once blocks or crisis are over, I have progressed, but man, it hits hard for a day or two and nothing I make is good enough." And in a way, adding to this, we have two wins. that VTuber who likes to make art, animation, and models, and may currently have no tails. Saying earlier today, the bar for live 2D keeps rising. It's exciting and amazing to see, but keeping up with higher and higher standards is a challenge. I don't want to burn out trying to keep up with new expectations. Honestly, I'm scared of disappointing everyone. With Riku adding coming from you, whose bar is already very high, I can understand completely. Not even stressing art and rig for a single model can easily take a month already. With Tuwin replying, the power creep for every new model is real. Further now, bringing into the question, is the bar now set too high? With the chaotic swear bunny Bree at Cookies Bar.
Ooh! Oh, I like Bree. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move out of the way. I like that. I'm glad there's more than just so the D-Riku. I didn't realize D-Riku said that she's now hitting a block.
Same way, I'm working so hard on commissions and I literally don't have the mental capacity to sit down and learn so much new stuff. With the blend shapes coming too, I'm really scared for the future. Commissioners are going to be expecting more to keep up, and man. And while Mary would go on to reply to Tuwin, trying to cheer her up, he was clearly just trying to get that 50% discount from this highly accomplished VTuber modeler who is highly in demand. Shameless. And not at all something I also asked for. As cooking VTuber
Dang, I didn't realize if he's, I wonder if FalseEyeD's got a live 2D going on in the background.
To Tuwin, adding, but I honestly feel the same way about content creation in general. Feels like everyone just keeps pushing the bar higher and higher, and it's only getting more difficult to stand out and grow. As today, Giri has just finished up her subathon this morning. An incredible—
Oh, okay, that was the end of the section. I guess that's his dealio, is he'll just present different people's tweets in order, which is sort of nice. It makes it easy to think about. Yeah, I think I don't know. I hope I can, maybe I'll make a tweet about it, because honestly, like, I definitely resonate with the idea that people are doing this. I wonder if this will lead to, I mean, I guess there's already like simplifications. I don't know, like when you go get like an art commission, and it has the breakdown of like prices for sketches with example, prices for like if you want it colored with line art, with a background, with painting, and you're able to sort of split it up so you can gauge the expectations roughly off the bat. I kind of wonder, although I guess the difficult part with like, yeah, it's hard to price in learning. I guess that's also where the issue lies, because like it's not only just a matter of like charging extra to offer this feature, but if you don't know how to make anything with the new blend shapes feature, then that will cost time. And if you're spending time learning, you're not going to be able to make money if you are already like on a sort of set schedule of income that you need. Yeah, it's difficult. But I don't know, I feel like these people are way more experienced with me with like live 2D art. Man, maybe I should just like learn live 2D just so I can make my own stuff. That's my goal. I will learn it exclusively for my own purposes, and I will never do commissions, and no one can reach out to me, and I won't be burned out, and I can try all the new strats. I'll just keep my talents to myself. It is gonna be interesting. I'm wondering. Yeah, I'll see. I'm curious to see how it goes. I guess I still am like on the outset, but I don't know. Maybe I'll make a tweet this I like both types of. I like people who are Veibae is like, it's hard to say if Veibae is pushing the bar, because I think that's how content creation is naturally as well. Like Mr. Beast puts out incredible content videos, but he's only able to because he has so many systems in place that allow for, he has systems of, his stuff it's man, I listen to like a whole, he interviewed like a creator podcast, and sometimes I'll think about it, but so he's got his main channel, which has all of the sauce content, where it's like 400 plus, it's like 500 people playing Squid Game, or loser, last person out of the pool wins $1 million, and it's legitimately $1 million. But in order to fund that content, he's got at least two additional separate channels. One that's like Mr. Beast Gaming, which costs nothing, but he has to play. He plays Minecraft, and then there's another one that also lists like multiple other avenues where he makes revenue without the same costs that the main videos take. But he's only able to do that because he's built up this flywheel. The fly. I'm quoting Jeff Bezos, but there's the flywheel. Let me see if I can find it. Which I guess it's this, which is kind of lame to say because it's like a marketing pitch. Welcome to Marketing Mondays with your host Pepperoni. I'm totally not. You weren't getting that from anywhere. But the idea is, I mean, this is it for sales. But the idea is, in order to drive traffic. Okay, never mind. This is too businessy. This is too businessy. We get MS Paint. Although actually, when Atriac did it, he did an example with let me make this big. I guess not. I guess we'll make it. There we go. Okay, so the way that it works is you have content. Not bad with a mouse, not bad. So you got content. You have to put out content, which will attract chat. Because chat is the modern day laugh track. Chat will make, having people in chat will make anything better. If the vibes are great, more people in chat will add. In fact, if I do more chat, so creating content will get people to be more active in chat, and a more active chat will make money. Okay, maybe that's such a blatant way to say it. And then you have to take that money and you put it in the content, and you have better content. And then the wheel continues. When you have better content, you get more people, and more people will continue to hype up the content, and they also might support you, and then that money can go back into making more content. And it has to go around and 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 around in a circle. And that's how you grow. But everyone sees I am this is my little butterfly. This is me. Let me do, if I exit this. The struggle is always, this is me. I am a little dude. And there's a bunch of little dudes. And we see someone like Jimmy Beast, who's all the way up here, who's been on this flywheel for so many years. This is time. He's been on this for so many years. So that's where he is in terms of length of duration. I am a newbie, and I'm down here. And so when he was here, when he was in this location, his content ideas were all pretty low cost. He would like say people's names hundreds of thousands of times in a single video. He would donate, like he would give people in need money, but they would all be, it wouldn't be like dramatic amounts, but it would still be like a nice gesture. But not like super, not like a huge amount of money, if that makes sense. But it was stuff that was still like quote unquote low cost and engaging content. And then he was able to keep on compounding that, and that's how he was able to get to where he is from a super simple point of view. So I think the idea of like, I am here, it's not fair for me to compare myself to this, because I don't think I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe it is like people are like constantly ramping up the content ideas, but sometimes I feel like People like low key. I don't know. I don't know. All right, maybe verbal video essays are not my strong suit. I don't know. I think there's pressure. Maybe it's more that people feel a pressure to constantly one up themselves, and you're definitely gonna get to a point where you're like, I don't know how to keep going from here without dramatically sacrificing my sanity. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind when creators like do when they have like a go-to day to day, like creators who you watch their stream, you know what you're getting into. It's not anything like dramatically different than what they've done in the past, but you know, you just like the routine of it. And then every once in a while they'll put together something that really blows you off your feet. But I don't know, I'm also new. I'm also a small fry, so I could also just be overly optimistic and simplifying it. But in terms of like thinking about the flywheel, I think it's just like a matter of determining what the priorities will be. I don't know. I don't think people investing time and energy into getting a super complicated mouth rig will change their content in a way that it'll attract new viewers. And I hope people don't stress out and they're able to, if they want to learn, I hope they're able to learn. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know where I went with this. I'll just exit. Anyway, the flywheel. Flywheel is a fascinating concept. Seeing Snuffy and Haruka in it just pushes it. I was thinking that too. I guess yeah. I don't know. They've collabed so much with VShojo. I think they've both said at some point that they were offered to be part of VShojo but declined it. I know Snuffy said that she wanted to do her own thing, because I guess she's technically part of a talent group already, and she promotes G Fuel, which I guess is not really a talent group, but like when I think of other VTubers, they're not like very aggressive about not that she's aggressive, but it is like a very prominent brand that she's partnered with. But I know maybe I wonder if she's had a change of heart, or Haruka I think Haruka had also said that she was offered it. But they both hang out so much with VShojo anyway. I don't know if I guess it doesn't really matter. I wonder what they would see in terms of benefits that VShojo could provide them that their current standing in the indie sphere does not. I guess a sense of like just being part of a group of people. But I don't know, I guess there's also like, I feel like that's they're already sort of super close with the group. It's not like Hololive where like you can't like unless you're in Hololive, it's very hard to collaborate with people in Hololive. It's very few and far between. Because that's part of the vibes. Versus like VShojo, they're all very very collab oriented. Yeah. I think I wonder if it'll, especially Haruka's also doing. She had so many voice lines. I was wondering if, although Haruka voiced like a news reporter in the lore video, so I was wondering if I don't know if that's like related to anything. And she wasn't Nature either. She wasn't cast as Nature. That was Silverveil was like cast as Nature. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what it is. I saw Mary had like a few extra tweets about like behind the scenes lore about like, oh, I don't know, there's some entity named Azathoth, which I think is just an eldritch creature, but incorporated into the lore. So I don't know if there's already like, if he's already elaborated on the storyline to explain how Haruka and Snuffy are involved. So yeah, Snuffy was. Yes, they were both. I guess Snuffy and Haruka were both involved, but they weren't themselves. Although they were billed as themselves. Wait a minute. They were. It said in the credits, Snuffy as herself and Haruka as herself, but neither of them looked like themselves. Like Haruka was like she was a news reporter and Snuffy was like a masked creature. if Silver Haruka was in the Neanders video, it was like a super brief cameo, and it was Haruka. It was like actually Haruka, just like standing. She was just like hanging out. she was just like very, very, very briefly. I don't think Silverveil was in the Neanders video. So yeah, I think that part is new. Interesting. I wonder if there will be like a side comic series that Mary is doing that explains more closely what the ties between them are. Yeah, we'll see. They've been really, it's been so long. They closed the auditions for V Shoujo back in August. It's already April. How long is it for Hololive? Hololive closed its auditions on end of March, and then the new group of people debuted in September. So that's April, May, June, July, August, September. So that was about 6 months. 6 months between end of auditions and when they were released. So if I do that math, September, October, November, December, January, February. Okay, it was 6 months after the auditions closed back in February, and it is now April. So it's been 7.5 months, I think. I can't remember now if the auditions closed start of August or end of August. So it's either, I guess no matter what, it's been more than 7 months. And I'm waiting with bated breath.